Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome to Intermediate Guitar video number 13. And we're going to talk about polyphony in this video too. So if you're watching my music theory videos, you might be like, hey, we just covered this, and we kind of did. In this case, though, it's just for guitarists to understand that if you want to make like a polyphonic passage, you know, it's just a melody against a melody. You kind of got to play around with it, use your ear a little bit. If you're not going to learn music theory, the biggest thing is just use your ear, listen for what sounds good to you, what you do and don't like. And just kind of remember that you want to stick in the same key that you're using for your original melody line. So in polyphony, you've got a melody line and a melody line interacting with each other, kind of weaving through each other. And so you need to be aware of what key each line is in, or if you're going to use accidentals, what that makes happen. Sometimes if you have like Guitar Pro or just like to write, you know, clearly if we're avoiding music theory, you're probably not writing it out. But if you have something like Guitar Pro, it would help to, you know, program in, like if you want to try an accidental somewhere, you can throw it in there. I'm going to keep it real simple on this video. I'm going to use my looper pedal. I'm trying to get good at using this thing. I don't know if I ever will. Not the guitar. I mean, I'm trying to get good at using it too, but I feel like I'm better. I mean, the looper pedal. I know you guys are probably all waiting for me to get better at using the guitar sometimes. But anyhow, so in this case, I'm going to use a clean tone. I was going to use kind of a gnarlied up tone, and maybe we will towards the end here. I'm going to do something 6/8 times, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it starts over. Now, I'm going to loop it to where it just keeps cycling. We're not going to have any kind of cadence or anything. And then we'll add a part on top of it to make it polyphonic, or line against line. Okay, so here we go. So there's the start over. What I'm doing there is going up a sixth and just from each root, I'm going up a sixth, down a third. So it's 6, 5, 3, 6, 5, 3 off of the root. Nothing too special. Now let's try maybe up an octave and do something a little bit different. So there you go. Use your ear, use your scale, and you can move around and create two lines. Now, if you've got two guitarists in a band, you can really do cool stuff. We're going to go a little bit deeper into this idea quick. So if you're talking like poly or more than one thing, and we know that, so that was melody against melody. Well, say you want to do something a little more poly, but with two guitars and maybe extending out chords. Well, so what you can do is go up. So now to get in ninth chords, we got 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And then after 9 is 11. So if you play this major 7 chord, and on this guitar it's an F major 7 chord. I'm playing a 7 string, it's tuned down a whole step. If you don't care about that, you don't care about that. The idea here is, though, if you go up a major 3rd and play a minor 7 chord over that chord, so you got one guitarist playing this chord, and you play this chord over it, what you really made then was an F major 7 chord, or F major 9 chord, F major 9. It's not an add 9. We'll get into later why it's not an add 9. Now, if you were to drop off the 7 and put the 9th there, then it's an add 9. But if you got 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, then it's an F major 9 chord. The major in the chord name means the 7th is major. So let's, I'll get the looper fired up again here, and we'll just play that chord. So that adds the 9th. Now, if you go up another 3rd, just remember the original chord back here has already got 1, 3, 5, 7 in it. So if you start at 5, which is your dominant chord, and do that over time, now you're getting the 9th and the 11th. Start adding color tones and stuff, and start getting a feel using a looper pedal and this idea of poly or more than one to extend things out and get bigger chords or whatever. But so those are two ideas. One is actually polyphonic. The melody one at the beginning is more polyphony. This second idea is just the idea of, like, remember that more than one can be done in chords, and it can be done in melodies. It doesn't just have to be, you know, I think a lot of people get confused and they see like an F major 9 chord or something crazy and they're like, how am I going to do that? It doesn't necessarily have to be one note, one instrument covering all those notes. You can use more than one instrument to cover those notes. Now, I'm going to turn the gain on a little bit here. And we'll get the looper pedal going again, and we'll do something polyphonic more in a metal fashion. Now, real quick, I want to emphasize that polyphony and harmonizing are two different things. When you harmonize, you do the exact same melody up or down a certain degree from it, and you harmonize it. So if you're doing fifths, you're harmonizing in fifths, harmonizing in major thirds, minor thirds, or you're harmonizing diatonically up, say, a fourth. That's harmonizing. Polyphony is one thing is doing something different than the other. It's two melodic ideas happening at the same time, and the way they interact gives you your piece of music. I just wanted to throw that out there quick because I'm sure somebody might look at that and go, what's the difference? That's the difference. So we're going to keep the same thing we were doing earlier and just kind of metal it up a little more, I guess, you know. So here we go. You could do a little bit of chucking in there. You could. some would sound okay, some would sound like crap. This was not pre-written or anything. I just want to show you that that's kind of how you would go about making something polyphonic. If you don't know music theory, you just kind of hang out in that key, which in this case was that note, which is D. D major is kind of where we're hanging out. We're just doing like a 1, 6, 7, 1 kind of thing. So nothing too special. So you find a melody you enjoy, you put it down on a looper pedal, record it, put it in a Guitar Pro, and then from there you find other stuff to play with it until it shapes the sound that you're going for. Now, if you go into the music theory videos, you'll see that it has better voice leading to a degree, and it'll get you where you're maybe where you want to go, like old arcade game kind of polyphony, Baroque style stuff. But maybe you just like the idea of like, I like this melody, I want to see where I can take it, and you develop it and you get these two different things. I know Marty Friedman and the band Cacophony, that was a big part of it, was like, oh, you're playing that thing, well, what if I play this with it, and what do we end up with? So there you go, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.